Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in your attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise surprised me. And that doesn't happen very often. She is from Ontario, Canada, so I'm beyond happy that she's Canadian. I just found out she is 15 years old. Once you hear her talk and you hear her songs, you're going to be as stunned as I am. Please welcome Mikalyn Hay. Hello, Mikalyn.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. Now, you're a singer-songwriter in, is it Toronto? Just outside of Toronto, right?
Yeah, I live in Guelph, which is about an hour outside of Toronto. So usually when I'm traveling, I just say I'm from Toronto.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where Guelph
Nobody
is.
knows. Yeah, it's like me when I say some people are like Winnipeg. Is that like Toronto, Vancouver? No. No, it's Winnipeg.
Not even close.
Not even close, but that's okay. I know where Guelph is. I've actually been to Guelph, so I know where it is.
You have?
Yeah, I have. I lived in Toronto
That's
for
awesome.
just about a year, so I have been
Oh,
to
that's
Guelph.
so cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I asked you before the interview, okay, Mikalyn, how old are you? And you told me you were 15, and it blew me away. Because just talking to you, I thought, okay, at least 17, 18. Hearing your songs, I thought 17, 18, possibly older. But I'm like, well, no, she's in school. But I didn't expect 15. You do not sound 15 years old when you sing. There is so much depth to your songs and emotion, and wow.
Thank you.
You
That's
blew me.
good. That's good.
Yeah, and you, like I said, you stunned me. It doesn't happen often. So tell me your story, Mikalyn. Like, how old were you when you decided, okay, this is what I'm gonna do?
I think I've always sang and I've always been around music from the time that I was really young. Like I have videos of me singing when I'm like one. But I think I came home from school around the time that I was four, and there was a local talent show. And I said to my parents, I'm going in this because I'm going to be a singer. And they're like, yeah, okay, like whatever, what song are you going to do? And I had my song all planned out. And I went and I sang it, and I knew that I wanted to be a singer. I think my parents probably thought that it was just a phase, but it definitely wasn't, because I'm still doing it like 11 years later. So
It's weird to hear you say 11 years later when you're 15. My goodness.
yeah.
Now I love, like, now that I've talked about how old you are and how you sound, you have an old soul, it says, and a world weary and yet so young and fresh sound to you. And you're so current. Like, I could turn on the radio and hear you. Like, it just blew me away when I heard your songs. Because, I mean, Shawn Mendes, I mean, all the artists that are performing right now sound so much like you, but you have your own
Thank
sound.
you.
You can tell it's you. You just have
Thank
this
you so much.
little thing that's different than everybody else. Now, I just can't believe you're okay. So you combine this natural ability with relentless learning, and you're constantly seeking to collaborate and study from the best in the industry,
Yeah.
correct? Who have you, like, I know I have a lot of people that have said really wonderful things about you in your bio, but tell me who you've worked with.
So when I first started out, I met these people who live in Guelph, Ben and Melanie, that are now my current teachers in piano and vocal, and they're both amazing. They're unfortunately moving to the East Coast, so I'm not going to be able to work with them anymore, but that's how I kind of started. And then since then, they've introduced me to people, so I've done shows with like Charlie Cooley and Garth Bogan, who are both amazing instrumentalists. And then Murray Daigle and Bobby John are producers and songwriters that I work with a lot of the time, and they're great. They're so much fun to work with. And then through Murray, I've also met many other songwriters. So like Bridges is a young artist who is getting some success on radio, which is awesome. I'm so happy.
Who is that? Sorry, you faded away there for a sec. Who did you say?
Bridges, Brdgs.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so just like, and then also the people that I've kind of met along the way, like other musicians and people like my age or older, like Alistair Bradley's been an amazing mentor for me, and like people through things such as Song Studio, which is a camp in Toronto that happens during the summers that any songwriters listening should definitely go to. I met so many amazing people. So yeah, like I'm always up to collaboration, and I love working with like anybody that wants to work with me.
That is cool. Now I'm going to talk about what people have said about you, and then I'm going to talk about all kinds of other stuff. Okay, so this is from, who is this? Let me see here. From Don Grierson, A&R consultant in Los Angeles. He says, I've spent a little time with Mikalyn and was immediately very impressed with her young talent and sense of commitment to the challenges of both songwriting and performing. She is not a copycat artist type, and you're not. That's why I said you have your own unique sound. She has a very positive vision about herself, her future, and understands the work ethic needed to grow. That's quite the accolade.
Yeah, I was just in LA last weekend. So a week ago today, I left for LA. So it's pretty sad because now I'm back in the cold. But and I met up with Don like in real life for the first time, and he's so amazing. He's such a great person, and he showed us this really cool place in LA, and we had dinner, and it was so much fun. He has lots of stories about being in the music industry because he's been in the industry for a long time. So it was great getting to finally meet him.
Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so Roger Beckett, who's a songwriter coordinator in the Toronto chapter, Nashville Songwriters Association. He's also a coordinator, Toronto Regional Writers Group, Songwriters Association of Canada. Now, he says he's watched you perform at several events over the past year, and while you are singing at song studio and open mics around Toronto, he says you're a natural songwriter and performer and very comfortable on the stage, which still blows me away because you're 15, a hardworking artist who he believes has the talent and drive necessary to succeed in the music industry. He is very confident that we will all be hearing a lot more from this young talent from Guelph in the near future.
Oh, Roger, that's so sweet. Like, Roger and I actually last year went to Nashville together, which was awesome.
Wow, that would be all. I want to go. I want to go so bad. Are you going this year?
No, I really want to. And the funny thing is, I was checking the weather in like different places today. In Nashville, like 26 degrees and sunny, and I'm sitting here in the rain.
Oh.
That's like, oh, I would love to go back though. If you haven't been to Nashville, I definitely recommend going, especially if you like music.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. I want to go to the Songwriters, what is it called? Songwriters Lane? Road? Alley? I don't know. There's some kind of...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
I can't think
I don't know why I can't remember it.
Me either, because I know I want to go there. Songwriters Row.
Yeah,
there we go.
Songwriters Row.
And I want to go to the Grand Ole Opry, of course, Bluebird Cafe. I mean, there's so many places. I definitely am going to go, hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. Now, Bobby John, who is a Montreal singer-songwriter, has also said beautiful things about you, as well as Marie Daigle from Toronto, who is a Canadian music industry veteran. And also, wait, I have one more. Bobby, wait, where is he? Oh, no, that was it. Okay, so that was Marie's. Marie's is long. Wow. Okay, I was like, I have two more here. They just say beautiful things about you, and that's how I am interviewing you. Just, I'm sure you know. Your fans contacted me and asked me to have you on the show. And that should say something right there. Because I mean, I do have some artists that their fans have contacted me first, but not very often. And they were adamant I get you on the show.
Yeah, I have this person, he's American, and he's a great, consultant. I've been talking to him a lot more recently because he always has these great ideas on promotion. His name is Jim, and he also told me about your show and was like, listen to this, wouldn't it be great if you were on? And I was like, yeah, that's fun.
That is so cool. Well, I'm glad he did. Now, okay, we're gonna talk about some of the awards, and you've done so much stuff, you can hear me rattling papers, you guys, because she's got tons of stuff here that she's done, and it's just amazing. Now, before we get to all the things that have happened for you so far, you are writing right now, right? You're planning on you're back in the studio. Well, you've written 15 new tracks, right?
Yeah, so I just released my first album. So that had all of the new tracks on it, and right now I'm back in the writing stage, in the early stage of album number 2, hopefully. So that's going to be fun. I want to have a lot of songs to choose from, so I've been writing like crazy.
Good. That's always good. And now you perform on the weekends at pubs, clubs, festivals, and concerts. Pubs are, I guess they're considered restaurant pubs, kind of? Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not legal drinking age.
Yes.
But I still like am allowed to perform in some pubs if my dad's there,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
accompanying me
I
since
get it.
I'm almost 16. So that's always good.
Yeah, well, good. Now, your 5 songs that you released over the past year have been well received and have inspired you to continue writing and performing. And you also like artistically bonding with listeners, which is so key when you're an artist. You have to be able to bond with your audience.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to learn how to do more in live performances. Because
Ah,
when you're sitting behind a piano, it's hard kind of to connect because you can't get up and dance or like that kind of thing. But I want to be able to do what other artists can do, standing up, sitting down type of thing.
okay.
So that's what I'm trying to work on right now, and it's tons of fun.
Well, good. And I mean, so you play the piano whenever you perform, you're behind the piano?
Um, Sometimes I'll have like a small band or um like a guitarist with me, but a lot of the time for like small shows, it's just me and the piano. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. I wish I could play the piano. My grandmother played the piano. It's such a beautiful instrument. Now let's
I
talk
love
about
it.
a few of your recent accomplishments because there's a lot of them. You had an honorable mention in category for Save Yourself in the 2017 Canadian Songwriting Competition. You've received airplay on CBC Radio, and for those that don't know, that is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, Canada's pride and joy. And that is awesome that you were on CBC. You've released a 13-song CD on all major platforms in 2017. You've had numerous features on indie internet radio stations worldwide. You were the finalist in Your Music Out Loud contest in Nashville in 2017. So I guess that's when you were there?
Um, yeah, I think it was an online thing. I focused a lot on writing when I was in Nashville,
Oh, okay.
but I think I'm going to go down for a competition sometime if I can convince my parents to let me.
Cool. Cool, cool. It'd be nice if we both ended up there so I could actually meet you. Now, you were a
Yeah.
finalist in 3 categories in the UK Songwriting Contest 2017. You were the featured act at the Drake Hotel, She's Listening 2017. You've performed live over 40 times in 2017 so far and have opened for June winner Steve Strongman Band.
He was great. He was so
Yeah.
awesome.
That he's a June winner? Like, what is a June winner? I didn't
A
understand.
Juno. A Juno.
Juno, okay. Because that confused me. I'm like, okay, it says June. A Juno
Yeah,
winner. Yes, there we go.
that's probably a typo. No, but he won a Juno, and um, I love opening for people because it's like you get to see how performers who have like more time like on their side and they've like been doing it for longer are
Hmm.
able to perform and capture a crowd. And it was awesome watching him. I had so much fun.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And you get the vibe, and then, yeah, you can sit back and watch.
Hmm.
Okay, so you were ranked 6th in the world and 1st in Canada on Reverb Indie charts. Reverb
Hmm.
Nation indie charts. Alice Sloan Scholarship Songwriting with You, Guelph Kiwanis Festival. That's huge.
Yeah, I got a scholarship for an original. It was just it's to encourage young artists to keep doing what they're doing. So that was awesome. It was lots of fun to even be invited to like the final concert, which
Hmm.
is the Kiwanis like final concert where all the people kind of come together, like a selected few. So it was amazing to be asked to perform there. It was honestly very humbling, and it was so much fun.
Awesome. Now, you were the winner of Talent Watch Songwriting and Label Contest. You won $500.
Hmm.
Um, the finalist in CBC's Searchlight in 2016 and 17. Second place in the 3 songs UK Songwriting Contest 2016. There's lots here, everybody, so pull up a chair. This young woman has done a lot. 5 featured songs on Reverb Nation homepage, #1 on national indie charts. First, second, third in the Indie International Songwriting Contest, 15, 16, 17. Carnival. Free as a Bird, Anyway. Scholarship to attend the 2016 Song Studio Songwriting Camp in Toronto. Has that happened?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, in 2000, that was in 2016? Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, so that was the first time I ever went to song studio, and I went back obviously the next year because I had so much fun. It
Yeah.
was amazing. It was a great experience, and any songwriter should go. People come from all over. Like, there's somebody that always comes from Ireland. People come from all different places, and it's really awesome.
That would be awesome. Okay, you've played songs for publisher Chris Oglesby from BMG Nashville on 2 different occasions. Two-factor demo and ADP grants to record original songs in 2016 and 2017. And my cover of, well, your cover of Melanie Martinez's Dollhouse is at 146,000 plays on SoundCloud and counting. That's crazy.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is I made the track impulsively when I was like 11 on Logic Pro, and it sounds terrible. It's like my most popular cover.
It sounds terrible to you, maybe. Apparently, it sounds really good to everybody else. Now you have 1,800 plus subscribers on YouTube, and that's going up. And you're posting regularly on there. You've been selected to open for Tyler Shaw at the Live, Love, and Lyrics event, November 2015-2016. You were selected. Guelph Mercury 40 under 40 semi-finalist team category, unsigned only 2016. Feature act for Youth Day Toronto 2016 at Yonge Dundas Square. Now, I've lived in Toronto. If you guys have not been down Yonge Street, especially the Yonge Dundas Square, go. It is so surreal. And I couldn't imagine, it must have been amazing to perform there.
It was great. The energy was so good, and then after I got like a bunch of food, and that was awesome too.
I got a bunch of food.
So awesome.
That's good. Yeah, Yonge Street blew me away when I went down there. And the great thing about performing there is there's people walking down there constantly from all over the world. So you get a lot of exposure, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was super cool, and it was for like Youth Day, which is I'm hopefully doing it again this year, and I did it last year, so it was lots of fun to perform. There were so many amazing artists that performed with me, and it was so cool.
Awesome. Now, you were also the winner of Rising Star Award at Song Studio 2016 in Toronto. Featured musical guest and performer for Mo Monday's Guelph Kitchener. Live radio interview on Aaron Radio FM 91.7. Live on the Drew Marshall Show, Joy Radio. And live on Black Sky Radio, Nightmare. You've got over 200,000 plays on SoundCloud and 66,000 for your collaboration, Max Val with you, written by you, right? Or did you guys both write that?
Yeah, Max and I have written a few songs, and he's pretty popular. He's from, oh God, I want to say Sweden, but it also might be Finland or Norway. I have no idea. But we've written like 4 songs together, and he has quite a decent sized following in Norway, so they have like a lot of plays, which is cool for me because I never really did like house or EDM music before meeting him, but once we did, we started collaborating, and it's been tons of fun.
Yeah, and EDM is amazing. I love EDM.
Yeah.
Now, you've written or co-written over 75 songs at home in Guelph, and also with co-writers around the globe, like you just mentioned, Max, and a whole bunch of others. Now, what are your plans going forward, Mikalyn? What is your hopes for you as a singer-songwriter?
I definitely want to be able to make a career as a singer-songwriter and be able to travel and perform. And my goals right now are to write as much as I can and get as good as I can so that my next album can be great. That's my next goal, and I hope that in a few years I can do a tour and stuff. So right now I'm just focused on writing and school and all that stuff that you have to work on in order to get ahead. So,
yes, definitely. And
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Good. Well, I mean, I'm going to see you at the Junos, if not a bigger stage
Let's
like
hope.
the AMAs, because your voice is just amazing. I absolutely love your voice. What 2 songs are we going to hear from you, Mikalyn?
We are going to hear Home and Everything's Different.
And you guys are going to fall in love, just like I did. Especially, I love Everything's Different. There is just something about it that just pulls me in.
That was the song that I worked on with Murray, and then Home is a song that I wrote by myself.
Wow. Well, you did a great job. I'm still in shock. Anyways, now you are on YouTube, you are on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Twitter, Instagram. Facebook. People can purchase your music online as well as your website, which is mikalyn.ca. It's going to be up on my website. People can just click on it and go directly to your website and find out even more stuff about you. And
Awesome.
I can't thank you enough for coming on. And you blow me away.
Thank you
And
for having me.
you,
This was tons of fun.
yeah, anytime. Anytime something new happens and you want to come back on, let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. And I've had tons of artists come back on. And if you have a new song that you want to promote, I have a page called Allie's Odds and Ends. I've done it for Cody Prevost and Dean Young. I just throw their music, the song up there, and I promote it through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, just to help them. And
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd love to come back on.
yeah, definitely. And like I said, the future looks so bright for you. You're going to do so well. Like I can't wait to watch you grow. It's just going to be amazing. Because if you sound like you do now, after being, even more seasoned and have more experience, you're going to blow the roof off places. So
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. So Mikalyn, thank you. I know are you still at school or are you done now?
I'm done. I'm not.
You're at home. Okay.
But
Oh
I
yeah.
have
You're
a few months left until summer.
okay.
So.
And you're an hour ahead of me, right? I believe. Yes.
Pardon?
You're an hour ahead of me in time. It's 5:24. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
So you were at home. All right. Well, thank you once again for coming on my show, and all the best to you, Mikalyn.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you will find in my attic. Cheers.